Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to the biannual Star Wars vlog here in Shotsfire. It couldn't be a Shotsfire marathon without some hot Jedi action. And we're gonna start with this one, Star Wars United Our Forces 2. So time starts when I jump into the game and... let me reset the game first. There's a chance that the saves can corrupt. So time starts when I reset this map, so get ready for the countdown. Just double check something first. That should be fine. 3, 2, 1, go. So the last 12 months or so have been pretty interesting for this game. Probably the most active this game has ever been, which is pretty weird considering that mostly of the route this game has been around since 2010, back in the Speed Demo archive days. But yeah, now it's gained some attention, this game, which is pretty good. Some of the stuff that has been found lately was shown in the previous Shotsfire. I will do exactly the same. There are a couple, one or two other new things that also we'll be doing in this run. But let's start from the beginning. So this is a third person shooter. It combines elements of gunplay with lightsaber combat and force powers. We are not gonna see much of lightsaber combat here because it's pretty bad and very slow. We're just gonna focus on gunplay and explosives. Also, it's pretty fitting for this marathon. So the main character of this game is called Kyle Katarn, and the story of this game is pretty much involves how this guy becomes a Jedi. And for that reason, the first 3 levels we are not going to be using force powers because we are still a simple mercenary. Which means that, at least for the first 3 levels, we're gonna just stick with traditional FPS tech. The first one I'm doing is what I'm doing right now. I'm straight running. It's pretty common in other shooters. Running diagonal is way faster than running straight ahead. Now, for the first level, the main thing I will be doing is collecting or finding all the secret areas. Long story short, that's gonna allow me to unlock force speed very early in the run. Unlocking force speed is very crucial in the speedrun because not only gives you more movement, but also it makes escape possible. So in this level I'm doing a little bit of detouring in order to find all those secret areas. I like to see that this game is a 2-part speedrun. Like, the first part consists of just doing the hardest tricks of the run and just explosive boosting and just leveling up force powers, whereas the second part is more about it's where the force powers come into play and it's more about movement. Alright, so this is the level 2. Some of the grabbing these are thermal detonators, which are pretty much grenades in this game, and I'm gonna use them for the first escapes in the run, which involve explosive boosting. You're gonna see exactly how. The only main thing right now is that I need to conserve my shields, because every time I do one of these escapes, it's gonna take a lot of shields and health, so I need to be very conservative. This part is particularly pretty annoying. These pigs, the Gamorreans, they do shield ignoring damage, and I need to be careful with them. Get on the side. Should be finding shields. The first nade jump is right around this corner, and you're gonna see exactly how it works. That was too early. It requires some timing. So as you can see there, in this game the boost that you get from a single detonator is not much. so you had to use the explosion from 3 thermal detonators to get there, which is pretty cool. The downside is that, as I said, it takes a ton of your shields and also it requires some timing. But that's not no, it's not the only one we'll be doing here. There's another one coming on next. It's, for many, the hardest trick in the run. Let's see how it goes. Good for me, I have enough shields for this, so I should be fine. Early. There you go, nice. That jump in particular saves 20 seconds of waiting. It's not the biggest time save skipping the run, but it's definitely one of the hardest by far because of the timing. It's quite precise. The cool thing about that trick is that it's very easy for newcomers because there's one method to do it very consistently. I like to call it the training wheels method, and it's been pretty useful for the new runners who have been playing this game. Alright, so after that we had to finish the level, of course, but also I need to collect more thermal detonators because I'm gonna use them for the upcoming levels to do more explosive boosting and more skips. I need 6. I have 7 right now, which is pretty good. Now this elevator over here, there's no way to speed this part up because it's in a very bad cycle. Even though this game is like a 25-26 minute long run, there's quite some downtimes, like elevator sections or just parts where you have to just wait for cutscenes. You're gonna see exactly how long they are. Okay, there's a guy that can be annoying over there and start throwing detonators at you, but I didn't aggro him, so we should be fine. So here at the end I need to kill like 3 enemies and that's gonna trigger the end level. Oh nice, I got more detonators so I can do some of the cool stuff in the upcoming levels. Now level 3, this is a very short level. There's like a huge skip. It doesn't look like much, but it's actually a very huge skip because it avoids having to do the main objective of the run, or the level. This is quite tricky, so my quick save position is pretty bad. So the main idea here is to collect some keys, going around the map collecting keys, but we are not going to do that because it's very slow, especially when you're swimming. So instead of that we're going to do a TD jump in this corner, and that skips the main objective. We're going to do another one here to skip this section because, I didn't get it. The swimming here in this game is pretty fucking slow, so you want to spend not much time in the water. So the point that I got in level 1, I'm gonna use it here to level up force speed, and which is the main take of the run. Force speed in this game allows you to go faster pretty much. Level 1 is not that significant, but once you get force speed level 4, you can see the movement difference. But as I said before, the main reason why we do that is to make an escape in this level possible. You're gonna see later. The reason why I know spamming force speed in this level is because my mana, or my force pool, you wanna call it like that, is very low. I can only use force speed like 4 or 5 times in the whole level. Otherwise I need to wait until my force refills. So I'm just gonna heal a little bit longer here. I'm gonna use it here to do a small jump. This one. And now the reason why we grab the secrets in level 1 and we unlock force speed for this level, because it's a skip. Nice. That jump, say, skips a whole swimming section, which I don't know how many things. I think over 30 seconds, but it's a very huge skip. Alright. So now we have to go to the end level. There's another trick coming up next, and in order to work I need to lower my shields. I need less than 50. That would be the ideal. So I'm gonna let this guy to shoot me. One more time for speed to speed this part up. I can just did it here. I'm fine with detonators. It's pretty good. Okay. So I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna throw 2 detonators, then a third one. This is gonna push my body and clip through the store. And the other side is the end level, and my body only being there, it triggers the end level, regardless if I'm alive or dead. It's one feature of this speedrun. That's gonna be a better example later. So this is level 3. It's a very I don't remember level 5. Level 5, yes. It's one of the shortest levels in the run. It's a little shortcut you can do again with thermal detonators. This is gonna be the last time I'm gonna use thermal detonators because we're gonna grab a better weapon in the next level. Now this level, probably my worst level in the run, or the one that is less consistent. There's 2 very tricky jumps that can be annoying. I'm gonna use speed for this swimming section. I'm gonna go here and grab the rocket launcher. As you can see, this engine allows for explosive boosting, and of course, naturally, a rocket launcher, you can do rocket jumps. I'm gonna do the first one right up here to speed this part up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the first tricky jump, this one over here. Okay, that went well. It's pretty annoying, that jump. Now we're gonna go all the way here to do a rocket jump over here. And now we had to do this tricky jump in this gate. This is the worst. Nice, second try is very good. Otherwise I had to wait for that gate to go all the way up, which is pretty slow. Now I'm calling this elevator, that's gonna be the end of the level, but I had to wait until it comes all the way here, all the way down. So I need to do a little bit of waiting, and this is very important. I need my shields. My shields are gonna be super important for the next 2 levels. I wasn't doing counting there, but it should be fine. Oh, that was 8. It's fine. And now we have the first boss in this game. So the boss fights in the games are overall easy, like easy, except for a few couple. Each one of them has like a quick kill. This one in particular, I had to wait for this guy to actually jump, and that's gonna allow me to do the quick kill. Oh my god, nice luck there. 1, 2. Okay, he's dead, and I need to grab my shields. I need 200 shields for this part, or 180 at least. The first thing I'm gonna do here, rocket jump to this ceiling. Now I need to do another rocket jump over here to get around this invisible wall. That's what I need the shields. And now everyone's favorite trick in the run. I had to get a good alignment though, just to make sure I'm doing it fine. Okay, that should be good enough. I'm gonna place sequencers. These are the mines in this game, landmines. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna kill myself. And if I'm good enough, lucky enough, and if I get enough boost, oh my god. Come on, buddy. There you go. The problem there is that I put the mines too far away from the tower. But anyway, the idea there is that I need to kill myself, my body starts flying, and I land over here. What you see here is the end of the level. And as I said before, you can trigger the end level even when you are dead. Your body has to get there. So it's pretty convenient. It's one of the biggest skips in the run. Oh, I should say the biggest skip in the run. Nice. So that's what I like to say is the first half of the run. Now we are into the second half of the run, or the second part. And this is where I unlock force speed level 4 and force jump level 4. And you can see the speed difference. I move way faster. The only downside of this is that if I go full speed and I run into the wall, I'm gonna lose a ton of HP, so I need to be very careful. Okay. So this is Fuel Station. Is one of the longest levels in the run because of just there's gonna be a ton of waiting we have to do, unfortunately. Oh yeah, another thing about this run is that I need to kill those civilians that are over there. That's very important, because this game has an alignment system in which whichever force power you level up or if you kill civilians, it's gonna decide if I'm going dark side or light side in this game. There are two endings, and naturally we're gonna go dark side because it's way faster. So I need to kill those civilians just to make sure that I'm actually going dark side. It's very important. So this is this waiting I was talking about. In order to open that door, I need to wait for this one to completely close. It's pretty slow. There's no way to speed this part up, sadly. Here. Let me have to avoid you falling. I gotta be careful because if I go for a spill and I run into one of those walls, I can actually die. Okay, I almost did there. I'm gonna kill this Trandoshan. I need his concussion rifle. It's gonna be important for the upcoming levels. The concussion rifle, it works almost similar as a rocket launcher. The only difference is that it deals less damage to you. You won't lose that many shields and HP, but at the same time you don't get that much high in comparison with the rocket launcher. And here another waiting we had to do, sadly. This is one reason why this is one of the hardest, longer levels in the speedrun. So the only thing you can do here is just spam force jump right at the end to speed this part up. It's like the only thing we can do here. Let's give one more civilian to make sure that we're actually going dark. And that's the end of the level. That's Max over there. Now, this is probably my favorite level in the speedrun. There's a bunch of stuff going on in this level. First thing we'll be doing is that we're gonna open doors with our gun. This is another reason why I pick up the concussion rifle. It's way faster than use our lightsaber. This kills enemy. Let me collect some ammo, and also I need some shields as well. Nice. The part is pretty annoying sometimes. There's another shortcut you can do here. You can jump like this and get down there very quickly. You aren't supposed to be there, but with the boost that you get from the concussion rifle, you can get there without having to do the intended path. Alright. Now, probably my least favorite boss fight in the whole game, these two guys. They're pretty random. They can actually... You have to kill both, of course, but also they can parry all your attacks. And the little one can actually go invisible. And the big one also can force push you. Let's see what happens. Very invisible. Nice. That's okay. Could have been worse. The little one controlled me pretty bad there. Alright, now at this level, once again we're gonna just skip the main objective. We're gonna do a couple of tricky jumps that are over here. Is this one first? Quite precise. Now you force jump to this other bridge and we can go to this creek door. And we can skip the main objective there and go straight to the end level. We had to go outside of the ship to trigger the end. So I'm gonna grab some ammunition because it's quite important for the upcoming levels. There you go. Lost Planet. This level in particular, you had to destroy 5 or 4 panels in order to progress. You can only do it with your lightsaber, so you have to have the lightsaber on. Here. This room is the worst in the whole level because these enemies, they can be pretty annoying. And so I need to conserve my shields as well here. There's 2 explosive jumps I need to do at the end of the level. Or explosive boosts, I mean. I'm gonna use the concussion rifle. This one over here, and I need to open this force field with my rocket. Really? Nice. First time I do that. It's pretty cool. Where's the door for this? Or here. That was a very unfortunate save. There you go. No biggies. And now we're going to the next boss. Also, this is the part where I trigger the dark side endir by just leveling up a dark side power. Now this boss is very interesting. Remember Empire Strikes Back? The scene where Darth Vader started throwing shit at Luke and they destroy that window? Well, something similar is gonna happen here. You're gonna see exactly how. The first thing I need to do is to hello. Attack this guy twice. But he's parrying me. That's pretty bad. What I'm going to do is wait for him to land in this little bridge. This is what is going to happen. There you go. The power that I level up there was Force Throw. That allows me to use boxes to attack the boss or deal damage to the boss. And if I start spamming there, I can just get a quick kill on him. Alright. So the other reason why dark side is faster than light side in this speedrun is also because by going dark side for the next three boss fights, it's gonna remove all the cutscenes, like the introduction cutscenes. Like here, for example, I go straight into the boss fight. There's a plot reason for that, but we are not gonna get into that. Alright, for this guy, I'm gonna grab this item. It's called Dark Surge, and it's gonna allow me to spam force powers. And I'm gonna use Force Lightning on that poor guy. And now he's dead. Again, that's way faster than trying to fight him with a lightsaber. Alright, this level sounds quite interesting. As I said before, the second part of the speedrun and also the end game is like, it doesn't involve that many tricks. It's more about movement optimization and a few rocket jumps in there as well. This one here. I need the shields for more jumps. Oh, I got cycled there. Sometimes you can grab a very good wind cycle there and skip all the whole section. It's pretty good when it happens. rocket jump over there. Now this is a cool thing. This is a wind tunnel. You are supposed to close this door in order to get into that hole over there. But with the combination of force speed and diagonal running, you can just go straight to the hole without having to close the doors there. It's pretty good. Another skip from the main objective. We are almost at the end. Another jump over here. Get over there. That's another level. Now, definitely by far the worst level in the whole speedrun, and the more inconsistent for me. So I had to run through the same area twice, which means I'm gonna get body blocked a lot by all these enemies, and you can lose a ton of time because of that. What am I doing? So here I'm just trying to kill the most enemies as possible, so when I do have to go there again, I don't get that much body block. I mean, you can lose like 10 seconds here by just a straight bad luck. It's pretty annoying. I'm gonna grab more mines that are gonna be useful later. This is pretty sloppy so far. I had to go wait for. I supposed to wait for these spots, but the cool thing is that you can clip through it and go straight to the bottom. It's pretty convenient. These enemies. Hey, buddy. Recovering my health there with back the tanks, because in order to make this fall over here, you need at least 80 health there. And also to make this jump. Alright, we are in the final level, so to speak. After that, there's only 2 final bosses. So this is like the final level where you have to run around. There's nothing much going on here, it's just knowing where to go. It's kind of funny, for most people who get into this run, they get lost here very easily. Because the level design in this game is amazing. Like, these maps are huge. Doesn't look like are huge because I know where to go. But there's a bunch of dead ends, and you have to figure out stuff when you play this casually. Alright, I need to do this puzzle. There's a ton of waiting. And it's gonna lead us to the final part. There's a little mini boss now. There's a cool strat you can do here as well, which involves more force powers and shooting. There's ATST. You can just quick kill hit by using lightning and rockets. It's pretty good. Alright, the final 2 bosses. Remember the strat with the no legs guy? Well, I'm gonna do it again. Though this guy is such a pain in the butt. I had to lure him to this corner over here. Okay, buddy. Right. I'm gonna use that gun to get him through this door frame, and then I'm gonna do the same strat. Nice. I start just throwing these stones over him, and he just insta-die. And now for the final boss. Also get ready with time. This is going down pretty quickly, unless I get trolled. So for this one, we're gonna use mines, because this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go all the way here at this tower. I'm gonna place 10 mines, and this should be enough to kill the boss. There you go. And that kills the boss instantly, which is pretty good because fighting him with a lightsaber is a very long fight. Also, time. That's Dark Forces 2. Very interesting run. It's way easier to get into that 1 or 2 years ago, so be sure to check it out if you feel interested. But yeah, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the blog, guys. There are very good runs coming on next. And thank you for having me. So, see ya.